pressing, it is going to come out in that time. And what was in the children of Israel was complaining. It said they began to complain against Moses in that moment. And you know that word complain, it literally means to remain. The more they complained, the more they remained in that place. But I can see 3 days they went without water. 3 days they had nothing to drink in that place, and they see a beautiful body of water. It could have been something similar to what we're looking at today. I can hear the people, see the people as they run to this body of water and say, now we have finally reached it. And when they reached that body of water and they began to drink, it said they could not drink because the water was bitter. That place of water they could not drink. That time of refreshing had not come to them. And it says there they called that place Mara, for it was bitter. And Naomi, her name was beautiful. The loss, the pain, and everything that she did, the loss. It was from a time where they lifted up their voice to the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, and He delivered His people when they began to cry unto Him. They were led to a bitter pool. They thought they were being taken to a land of milk and honey, which was not yet. But they were led to a bitter pool. And so many times we think that everything is going to be ideal, everything is going to be sweet water, and sometimes we are taken to that bitter pool of life. We are taken to a place that in that moment we cannot drink from. But God has a plan and He has a purpose for that pool in our life. We think so many times that God will not test us. God will never tempt you, but He absolutely will test us. He absolutely will test us in our life, just like He did with His children. His temptation, the Bible tells us to flee from, to abstain from. Temptation never has any benefit to a believer's life. It's always associated with carnality in the flesh. But I want to tell you, testing is always associated with strength and with growth, and with education and qualification and graduation, acceleration. This is where God, He comes in and brings a test to His people. He has called His people here to a test. Okay. 1:13, I think it says, God will not be tempted with sin, nor is He tempted. When we say we're tempted, it is not of God. But in Proverbs, the 17th chapter, the 3rd verse, it says the fire is for silver, the furnace is for gold, but the Lord tests the heart of His people. And so God brings in this test into our life to forge us, to refine us, to cultivate us, to call and the praise that He has called us to. The test really is the way that we respond. The test is the way that we respond in the wilderness. How do we respond when the dream does not happen? How do we respond? Does the complaint, does the murmuring come into our lives when the dream does not happen? What do we do? How do we respond when that dream our life? How do we respond outward? How do we respond to the broken promises, to the prayer, the letdown? How do we respond to the struggle in our lives? Is it water? Is it complaining? Or is it believing that God is taking us somewhere, taking us to the promised land, the place that He has called us to? It's amazing how quickly we can go from celebrating and rejoicing. They were with timbrels, and they were with the harps. They were with dancing and singing praises unto God. And almost in a moment, all of that turns around. All of that as soon as they find that the pool that they have been led to is bitter water, is that place of bitterness in our lives. This is exactly what happened today. But in the midst of all of this, God shows them a tree. God shows them a tree. And how do we make a tree? That's the first thing. Of that tree. And so many times when we find ourselves in a bitter place of life, we're not able to see what God is doing, where He is taking us to, where He is going to take us to the water we can't see, because all we can see is the bitter waters of disappointment. All we can see is the bitter waters of letdown. All we can see is the hopelessness and despair of life, not being able to see the place that we have found ourselves at. And it was only Moses that was beside the pool of water. Only Moses. It was the cry. It was God answering the solution to the bitter waters. God showed him the solution to the problem. And how many of you know a tree does not grow overnight? God has allowed a seed to be dropped in this place years prior to when that seed was cultivated, that seed was developed, when that seed received the nourishment of the sun and the water that nourished this tree, grew it up for a time such as this, where that tree, it grew year after year, and it grew decade after decade, and there,
you'll let me hold you while you're down there?
Mommy, I'm disgusted.
Ready, sir?
Hey.
That's right.